Hi, my name's Helen and I'm going to be starting off your warm-up with you today. Okay, things that you will need. A nice drink of water to sip as you go along, a towel to mop your brow, and maybe a chair for some support if required, and a nice safe space to exercise today. Okay, let's get started. So, using the chair for support, feet are hip width apart, shoulders away from ears, chest lifting, tummies in tight. Start by peeling those feet up off the floor. Smile because it sends the right messages. Remember, a warm-up is about getting warm through those bones and getting ready for the exercise that's coming. So we don't want you to be out of breath. Just get in a little bit warmer. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet to a stop. We're going to start mobilising through the shoulders. So mopping your brow. See how it feels. If it feels good, you can make it a little bit bigger. If you don't feel so good, then just keep it small. Make sure those shoulders go from front to back. Nice. Start marching again. Off you go. A little bit of breaststroke this time. So return to doing the big slice. Picture a big slice of pizza. 3, 2. Remember, you work within your body and your range of movement. 1 more, and back to a march. You can make this marching a little bit bigger if you want to. If you're feeling good, do more. If you're not feeling so good, do less. I've released my hand from the chair now because I'm feeling good. Smile. Picking those knees up a little bit more, driving those elbows back. Good. Feeling warmer, I hope. Let's try some heel digs this time. Hands on hips, heels are going out in front. Toes to nose. Toes to nose. If you feel good, then you can add in some bicep curls. So as your heel goes forward, you squeeze before your legs. Your biceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to a march. Make sure those feet are hip width apart. You're still lifting through the chest and shoulders away from your ears. Toe taps. Tap it. Tap it. Opposite arm. Opposite foot. Brilliant. 3, 2, and 1. Back to a march. You should be feeling warmer now. It's a lovely day here, so I am getting very, very warm. Remember, you can do this inside or outside. It's always good to make the most of the weather. Side taps to finish. Hands on your hips. Tap it. And bring it back in. Make sure there's a little bit of space between your feet when you bring it in. Lovely. And back to a march. I hope you're nice and warm.
So we're going to make it a little bit bigger again. So we're going to start off with a knee tap. So we'll bring the knees up a little bit higher. Hand can tap towards the knee. If you want to work a bit harder, lift the hands a little bit higher for me. You got 4 more of these. And we're back into a march. So we're marching. We're going to go to the side, back into our side taps. And we tap to the side, side, side. Good. Lifting the arms with it. You can go both arms if you want to. And because we're trying to raise the heart rate, if you can, a little bit bigger. So we want you breathing deeper. We want you working where you could still hold a breathy conversation. You've just got 4 more of these. And we're back into a march. We're making the march bigger each time we get to it, so that you are feeling warmer by the end of this section. Lovely. Keep going. You've got 3, 2, 1. We step and we curl the heel to the bottom. We're going to reach and pull the arms just nice and steady back towards your hips. Nice even rock. Again, to make it more difficult, the arms are going to go that little bit higher. Well done. Last few of these. So 4 more. And 3. You've got 2. And we're back to a march. Well done. We're going back up to our knee lift. So the knees coming up in front. We're making it bigger. Hands are going up towards the ceiling. So it's a nice big stretch up. Knees as high as you can manage as well. Keep going like this. Just a few more to do. 4 more. 3, 2, and we're marching. Lovely. So as big as you can manage with a march. We're taking it to the side with a side step. We step and back. So you can keep it small if you need to catch your breath, but really we want to be lifting our heart rate a little bit so we can take it bigger. We can add arms. Remember, you're working to your level. It's to a level where you can hold a breathy conversation. Feel your heart rate is lifting and you're feeling a little bit warmer, okay? Keep going. So if you need to take it bigger, you can. The bigger step, bigger arms, or you can bring it down if you need to, or leave the arms out. You've got 4, 3, and 2, and we're back into a march. Nice big march, arms are pumping. You're doing really well. We've got 1 more to do. This time we're going to be tapping your toe behind you. So we tap the toe, so it looks like this. Arms are going to reach in front as the foot goes back. So we're reaching up, tapping the toe. Lovely. Keep going. Remember to work harder. Hands are going higher. Nearly done. 8, 7, 6 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and we're marching. Well done.
Okay, you should be feeling a little bit warmer now, so we're going to add in some dynamic stretches. So I want you to just take your feet a little bit wider than hip width, and then we're reaching forward, alternate arms. So keep the toes on the floor, lift the heels, and really stretch across. So you're stretching to that upper back, to the side of your body. And then keeping the hips to the front, we're just going to reach round to the sides. So it's just a small rotation on the back. Well done. So reaching round. Right, go back to the front now. We're reaching forward for 4 forward. 4 on the rotation. Keep those hips forward, remember. And then see if we can add some arms up above. If you get breathless, keep the arms lower. Okay, we'll do 4 more. 4 to the front. Stretching across. Feel those muscles stretching. Round to the sides. And then last 4 up to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, back to our march again. Well done. Right, we're going to just tap the heels to the front now. Do some toe tap, heel taps. There we are. So then we're going to scoop the floor, reaching forward. So we're stretching out those legs. Keep going, keep stretching, going lower if you can. That chest lifted, head lifted. Some of your muscles pulled in. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to the march again. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to go into do some upper body stretches now, just to complete the warm-up. So from here now, I just want you to take your arms forward, keeping them to shoulder height, stretching forward. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see, keeping those. You can bring the knees up a little higher, keeping that heart rate up. Well done. Hold it there. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we drop those arms down. Well done. And back to that marching again. Okay, we're just going to do a stretch now for the chest muscles. So we're just going to stretch the arms forward. So as if you're swimming along. So swimming with those arms, swimming along. Well done. And then taking the arms behind the back, and we can bring up some heels as well at the same time. So just put your hands in your lower back if you want it quite easy. If you prefer, you can take the arms a little bit further. Hold it there. Well done. If you find this is difficult for the legs, just keep marching. Here another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're marching again. Excellent. So you've completed the warm-up now. Well done. Grab yourself a drink and then be back, and we're ready then for the main part of the exercise. We're going to be going now into our box step. So this one, we've got to imagine we've got a box drawn out on the floor, and we're going to be stepping into each corner.
So here we go. So forward and forward and back and back. Forward and forward and back. Using these arms, these marching arms, keeping that moderate intensity. Well done. Forward and forward. You can take the legs a bit wider if you want to, or narrower. So forward and forward and back. Forward, forward, back and back. Also, if you want to swap your lead leg, you just go to tap the toe and then step the back foot. Forward and forward, 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 back and back. Well done. Adding some punching arms now, making it a little bit more challenging. Forward and forward and back and back. Forward. You can also bend the knees and go a little bit lower. Keeping that going. Well done. Keeping that tummy tight, chest lifted. Forward and forward and back and back. Forward, forward, back and back. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done there.
For this exercise, we are going to be doing our triceps. So I'm going to stand sideways, step forward with my left leg, keeping my shoulders relaxed, tummy tucked in. I am going to tilt forward slightly. So we're going to have a high elbow, and with this, I'm going to pivot through. So we're going to reach out the back and come forwards. We are going to do this 10 times on each arm, okay? One more. Okay, if you find that a little bit easier, we're going to use the water bottle now for this side. So step forward with your right leg, okay? We're just going to use our left arm this time. So it's exactly the same. The only difference is that we've got a water bottle as our weight. 3 more. Good.
Okay, so we're lifting the heart rate with our side steps. Easier, just legs. Making the movement as big as you can. We can add arms to make it more difficult, so we can start small. If you want to make it more difficult, we can take them out to the side. If you fancy, you could always add a little bit of a sway from side to side. Or more difficult, arms go higher, reaching up towards the ceiling. All of these you can build in with a bigger step to make it more difficult, or you can bring it back down if you need to. If you're finding it a bit too tough, then you can bring it down to those smaller arms. You can also add in your hand weights, your water bottles, and all of those movements can be done with the weights in hand as well. Well done, you've got 10 seconds more to go, so make it as big as you can. Whichever arm movement you fancy having a go at. Last 3, and 2, and 1. So we're going into our lunges for our next exercise. I've got my chair ready. I'm going to turn side on so that you can see. So you're going to take a large step backwards with one foot. Make sure the heel stays off the floor. If you need to, you can wiggle waggle that back foot a little bit further away. Shoulders and hips staying in a nice straight line. We're facing forward down the front knee. Then from here, we're going to slowly lower down and back up. You're taking this as low as you comfortably can. Keep that support if you need to. Slow and steady. It could be a small bend and back up. Bigger if you can manage, but make sure it's nice and smooth. Shoulders are relaxed. Last 2. Good. 1 more. We're going to come up, we're going to change legs. So we're swapping over, step back, make sure that foot's further enough back. Heel is up, body's upright, and we lower. And back up. Lovely. Again, take this to the size that you feel comfortable with. So whether that knee is dropping straight down to the floor or a smaller bend, depending on how that knee is feeling, is entirely up to you. Shoulders are relaxed, you're breathing nice and evenly, feeling it through the thighs. You've just got 2 more to do. Last one. Well done.
Okay, time to get your heart rate up. We're going to do some elbows to knees, okay? So we're going to start just by picking up those knees, hands on the hips. So this is your go-to place. If you're getting tired, you can just take it back to here. But if you're feeling good, feeling happy, want to work a little bit harder, let's get those arms involved. They go like this, elbow to knee. So make sure that knee is coming up, straight down, and opposite elbow to opposite knee. If you want to work harder, take those arms and make them bigger. Lift the knee a little bit higher. Or you can go a little bit quicker. Full range of movement. Remember, we want you to be sweating here. We want the heart rate to come up. A little bit of breathy talk going on. It's a beautiful day outside. So it's nice to get outside and do some exercise. Drink lots of water. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hi. Today we're going to look at the bicep curl with a little added bonus if you want to work a little bit more, a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to keep our feet still to begin with, feet hip width apart. Make a fist and squeeze towards your chest. So we're going from thigh to chest, thigh to chest. We can introduce our feet to make it a little bit more challenging. Off you go. So if you want to make it more challenging, you go a little bit quicker. Full range of movement. So we're going from our thigh to our chest. Perfect. Keep going with ease. So if you want to add some resistance to this and make it a little bit more challenging, then the water bottles are back. Keep those feet moving from your thigh to your chest. Full range of movement. Full range of movement. It's a beautiful day, so make sure you're drinking lots of water if you're outside exercising. You know how important it is to keep hydrated. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. If you want to make it even more challenging, you can add on a little press. Here, forward and down. Squeeze. Good. Keep going with these. Enjoy. Smile. Drink lots of water. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. And I put my bottle down.
We're going to take it into half star. So taking our feet side to side, pointing our toe, and we're bringing our hands up now, up to our shoulder height, okay, no higher. If you've got any problems with your shoulders, remember you can do this movement with the arms a little bit lower, or if you start to get really out of breath, you can bring your hands down onto your hips, okay? Now then, if you're feeling really good, and this is a moderate intensity, we're just going to take it now a little bit quicker. So we're tapping side to side, keeping our chest lifted. We're looking good. Nice deep breaths. Keeping those arm lines nice and strong. And remember, as we start a little bit tired, still keep our chest lifted. Keep pointing those toes. Nice deep breaths. Remember, you can slow it down if you need to. Okay, if not, keep it going at a nice good pace. And well done. Now we're going to bring it into a march. Okay, and from the march now we're going to come into a sit to stand. So I want you to take your feet now, so it should be about shoulder width apart. And our feet are close to the chair behind. And we're going to sit down with our bottoms and then push up through our heels. Now our knees should be tracking in the same direction as our toes, and our chest is lifted, tummies are probably nice and tight. Okay, so the option with your arms now is that you can keep them out in front for balance. You can cross them against your chest, or you can place them onto your hips, okay? So it's entirely up to you. Now if you want to change it slightly, we're going to bring it into a squat. So we're going to come just slightly away from the chair, and we're going to sit down and push up through our heels. So it's a little bit more advanced, okay, because you're using now all your stabilizing muscles now to help you under the chair for support. But remember, you can go back to your sit to stand at any time. keeping our chest lifted. And we're going to bring it into a march. Well done.
So we're going into our tap back. So I'm going to turn side on so you can see. From here, we're going to be tapping your toe behind you, nice and rhythmically. Don't let that heel push down, so keep the heel up. You can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands on the chair. If you're able to, let's get the arms moving. So your toe taps back, your hands are reaching forwards. To make it more difficult, you make that step a little bit bigger, the arms are reaching higher. You can go with a single arm, you can go both arms, and you can add in your hand weight, so your water bottles, pushing it forward every time that toe taps back. Lovely, keep on going then, so again you can go with the one arm, then the other, or you can go both arms. If you're getting out of puff, but you're able to hold a conversation, that's okay. If you need to take it down, you can always put your water bottles down instead. We've got a few more of these to do. Well then, last few. You got 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Well done. So we're going into our low row. I'm going to show you a seated version and a standing version. Choose the level that suits you best. So we start sitting, front third of the chair, feet are hip width apart. Sit tall, lean forward, hands come down towards the floor. You're pulling your elbows up towards the ceiling, keeping the hands close in towards your body. So we squeeze and we release. Okay, if you want to from here, you can grab your weights, squeeze in and release. So we can stay here. If you can though, we want you standing, it works more muscles. So standing with the feet hip width apart, you lean forward slightly, bottoms back, tailbone to the ceiling, same movement from here. Your head is in line with the rest of the spine, weight is steady through the feet, toes are nice and relaxed. And if you want to make it more difficult, then you just grab your weights, same idea, pulling it up towards you, relax it down, squeezing and release. Tummy muscles are tight, breathing normally all the way through. Shoulders are back and down the spine. Well done, keep going, nice big squeeze up and relax. Breathing is even. Well done. Last few. One more. Perfect, well done.
Okay, so hopefully you've had your drink now, and we're going to bring ourselves into our cool down, starting with the knee lift, then bringing our knees up nice and high. So we're keeping the arms up. Remember, if you're slightly out of puff, you can drop those arms, but still trying to keep them as high as you can at the moment. That's it. Knees coming up to the height. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and back to our march. Well done. So bringing it now into our half star, tapping out to the side, bringing those arms up to shoulder height. Remember, slightly lower if you need to, but we're still at the top end of the cool down. So tapping our toes out to the side, keeping our chest lifted. Slow down a little bit if you need to. We're going to try and keep it going. 2 more, and march. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves into our hamstring curl, step and curl up, bringing those arms up nice and high again, pulling them down, a little bit lower if you need to, curling our heels up towards our bottoms. Nice job. Reach and pull. We've got 4, 3, 2, and a march. Okay, well done. So we're going to bring ourselves back into our knee lift now. Hands are going to be a little bit lower than they were just now. Still bringing our knees just coming up to hip height. If you need to, you can just bring it down into a tap. Okay, take some nice deep breaths. 2 more, and into our march. Again, keeping those arms moving. And we're going to take it out into a step touch. Okay, so we're stepping side to side, Bringing those arms up to shoulder height. A little bit lower again if you need to. And then so we're stepping side to side. We've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and a march. Well done. And we're going to bring ourselves into a heel dig in front. So we're tapping with our heels. We're lifting our toes up towards the ceiling. Reaching those arms, pushing out in front. We've got 2 more. And into our march. We're going to finish off with some heel curls. Arms are lower. Turning those heels up towards our bottom. 2 more. And into our march.
Okay, you're going to take your heel out in front and accompany it with a small bicep squeeze, like so. So pushing those heels out in front, toes to nose, so you can find a stretch in the lower leg. Good. Side on, so you can see me pushing my heel away and drawing my toes in. Nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Keep those feet moving, nice and gently. Gentle, gentle march. Toe taps this time. So opposite arm, opposite foot. So we're trying to find a stretch at the front of that foot and through the ankle. Pointing those toes. Lifting the chest. We're doing the cool down now, so you've done all the hard work. Just some static stretches to go. You're nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Keep those feet moving. Gentle, gentle march. 2 hands go on the bottom of the back. You're going to squeeze those elbows together, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Lifting your chest. Squeeze those elbows together. Nice stretch across the front of the chest. Squeeze. And release. Okay, just keeping those feet moving. Slow march on the spot. You're going to bring that right arm across in front of you. You're going to hook it with your left. Feel that stretch in that right shoulder. Lovely. Holding it. Side on view for you. Back to the front. Good. And release. Same arm. Goes over the same shoulder. Spear hand in the belly of that muscle and fingertips going towards your shoulder blades. You feel that stretch through your tricep. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Give that shoulder a little roll. Let's do the same on the other side. So left arm comes across. Hook it with your right. You can feel the stretch in this left shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. We're nearly there. Just got some static stretches to go after this, and your workout will be done. So use that spare hand to encourage those fingertips towards your shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Lovely. Give those shoulders a roll. 3, 2, and 1.
So we're just gently pedaling the feet. Okay, they go a little bit wider, hip width apart. We're going to go to our leg curls, taking the heel back towards your bottom. Keeping the knee back will help to stretch through the muscles in the front of the thigh. So we're just squeezing that heel back towards your bottom, arms are just gently swinging, feeling the muscles on the front of the thigh having that gentle stretch. You've got 4 more for each side, so that's 3. There's 2 and 1. Well done. Back down to a gentle pedal. Your feet then are going to be hip width apart. We're going to be going into a stretch for the muscles on the back of the thigh. So we place the feet down, hands go to the hips. You're going to take a small step forward with 1 foot, so I'll turn side on so you can see. So it's a small step forward, that leg stays straight. You bend your back knee, tall through the spine, and then hinge forward. As you hinge forward, the tailbone's tucking up towards the sky. You're feeling the stretch down the back of the leg, but make sure you relax the muscles on the front of the thigh. And you're breathing normally. With that front foot, pull the toes up towards you and feel the stretch moving into the calves, the back of lower leg. We hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You lower the foot, soften the knee, take your time as you carefully come up. Pedaling the feet, we'll change legs. So again from here, feet are planted, a small step forward with one foot, that leg stays straight. You bend the back, neck tall through the spine, hinge forwards, tailbone tucking up towards the ceiling. You're feeling the stretch down the back of the thigh, relaxing the muscle on the front of the thigh, holding it there. Then with that front foot, you're pulling the toes up towards you. Feel the stretch moving into your calf, it's the back of lower leg. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot down, soften the knee, take your time as you come up, and then we're pedaling the feet. We're taking the feet a little bit wider, so around shoulder width apart, and we hold it there. Hands are going to reach up above you, stretching up. You keep the hips nice and still, then it's an up and over. You're feeling the stretch down the waist. You're breathing normally, hips have stayed still, toes are nice and relaxed. You carefully come back up to upright, stretch up and over. Feel the stretch down the waist. Again, toes are relaxed. Well done. Coming back up, relax the arms down, give the shoulders some circles. So we're just circling round, up, back, down, round, and pause. We're doing 2 more, and last one. Well done. We're bringing the feet back in, just gently waking up through the feet to prepare you for the rest of your day. And you're done. So remember to stay hydrated, stretch as often as you need to, and we look forward to you coming back to do the next circuit with us next time. Thank you. Well done.